Greetings, beloved Princeton United Methodist Church community. It's Pastor Jenny here, and I'm reading from Ruth chapter 1, verse 16. But Ruth said to her mother-in-law, Naomi, "Do not press me to leave you or to turn back from following you. Where you go, I will go. Where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God." This is the word of life. Thanks be to God. We are in the midst of Lent now, and throughout Lent, we are asking the question, with whom is your heart? With whom is my heart? It's a question that invites us to take up the practice of solidarity, of kinship, of forming relationships that are the fabric of justice and mercy and righteousness. And it's a way of again saying whose heart and whose being, whose cares and gifts and challenges and struggles are in my heart. What do I carry in my heart from someone else? And how do I allow other people to carry my heart, my joys and my pain and my struggle, my gifts, my things that I offer to this world and am concerned about as well. So last Sunday in worship, I had asked people to first pay attention to just who already is this in this relationship with you right now. Whose hearts are we carrying? Where are we already noticing that we have a heart connection with somebody in this way? A kinship with, a solidarity with. And then I also asked, where is God inviting you? With whom is God inviting you to put your heart? Is there a new invitation that God is inviting you to kind of focus your heart, tune your heart to along the same ways that God has a particular heart for people, all people, of course, but God is also particularly concerned with those more on the margins, the more vulnerable, the people who are less at the center of our society and places of power and privilege, right? Who God tends to invite us to look to the margins in particular for this kind of practice. And this week, as we listen to these words from Ruth, and some of these most famous words from Ruth, where you go, I will go. And as we look to Jesus as our example, our carrier of hearts, of all hearts, right? This model of heart carrying that we have, the one who has made it possible for us to carry hearts in the same way. We also notice that Jesus didn't just stand still. He didn't just it was moving around. He moved about the countryside. We hear this all the time through the scriptures. Now, there's all sorts of work that we can do right where we are to tune our hearts, to open our hearts more fully to the people around us. And that is absolutely part of what we are talking about here. But this week, we're also listening for invitations, kind of a stirring in our hearts. That question, where is God inviting us to go and pay attention and put our hearts differently? So we're inviting us to hear this invitation to find those people, those patterns, those movements that are different than what we typically do. So I wonder, as you go about this week, as you go about today, the next few days, I wonder if you'll just, as you are out and about, going to work, going to the store, to the library, to whatever it is you're doing, your normal patterns. I wonder if there might be a little whisper, little nudges to be curious about parts of town, parts of your community that you don't usually go to. Just maybe it's even just a block or two out of the normal for you. About people, to have a curiosity and a wondering, a sense of nudge that's inviting you to be curious about people that are a little off of your normal pattern. maybe it's even farther off your normal. It doesn't have to just be a block. There's no limits here, but to listen for those nudges, to listen for those invitations, to go the kinds of places that Jesus went, to move with God's heart, with Jesus' heart, and to hear the invitations to not only just be with people that we are normally and attune our hearts there, but also where is God inviting us to move beyond our natural kind of patterns and movements and boundaries that we find ourselves in these ways. So we're just listening for a little outside, a little farther afield, a little different patterns. I hope that you will be joining me as we listen for these invitations. I want to invite you again, if you haven't gotten one of these books, we have the paperback version, we have a Kindle version, we have a free PDF version, and every day during Lent there's a little thought, a little invitation, meditation practice that invites us on this journey of hearing these invitations to see where God is inviting our hearts to be. We also have these little hearts that have been painted for you as a way, just a tangible reminder to be asking these very questions, right? With whom is my heart? When I have something like this in my hands, it helps me to remember to think about these questions, to ask, to pray, to be about these practices too. So I commend all these things to you. This Sunday is the first of our 3 Lenten conversation series. This week we are talking about holy listening within our community, and so I invite you to come. It'll be on Zoom or on in person. We are having lunch together. It's from 11:30 to 12:45, and for us to get the right amount of food and to get all those things ready, it's very helpful if you can register for that. So the link to all that, the information about that, is in here in this email, and please come, please join us, please find ways to be in conversation with us about all of these things, but also gaining tools, gaining some of that, the practical things, the things that help us to do this very heart work that we are talking about. That's part of what we're going to be engaging with together over these next couple of weeks. So I will see you on Sunday, and I hope, and other times around this, I hope to see you very soon. And I just, again, want you to hear that it is such a joy and a privilege for me to get to be on this journey with you, to say to you again, you are enough because God is enough. You are a beloved child of God. You were created for joy. I'll see you soon.